June 22nd, 2023, session 1180 of these inner journeys through the Omega Communications Portal. Hello, Lani with you again, presenting another session, another inner journey into the inner spaces, the dimensions that exist alongside us, and yet they do seem a distance away sometimes. But in this group gathering, be ready to settle yourself and be uplifted into the station of light. You know how to do this. You know how to instantly relax your body, open the mind, and identify with your energy self, your consciousness, and shifting your consciousness within your energy self, your light body, into the session within the station of light. Here we are already, surrounded by light beings. I like to use simple words, and you will have noticed that the beings do not identify themselves as being from a particular planet or system, because they want you to focus on the energy field, your own energy field and connection to the quantum matrix of life. So let's begin. Welcome again into the space, beloved Aurum addressing you, and it is significant that you allow yourself to assemble in such space as this is, and to allow yourself to acknowledge that you are receiving and you are creating and you are generating the light field around you and through you and around the landmass that you physically exist within. And more than that, you are directly connected with the streams of energy field, the pulsations, the frequencies coming through that supports all life everywhere in creation. That is multiplied many times by your understanding and beyond your understanding. So we simplify what comes through. It is transformed into your sensory perception. As you know, there are many elements and aspects to what you receive in this space. You are receiving elements and codes and frequencies that in turn are transmuted into facilities or codes or activities for you as an individual. As an individual, you are part of the collective consciousness assembled all throughout the civilizations existing within the Earth station sphere of consciousness, conscious living. And this is why there are many people who rise above the standard that is presented to everybody and keeps people very busily focused within survival in some way. And so there are many of you who rise above that, collecting the frequency patterns that you resonate with more clearly now from the original source pattern for creation. In this way, you are stabilizing life patterns around the planet, and you are receiving the inflow of a higher cosmic intelligence And it is a higher conscious, ordered aspect of creation in accordance with the quantumness of life. So the quantumness of life, we draw your attention to the aspect within your words, within the language that has been created. Quantum, quality, the highest quality, and the term quality, when you break it down into individual aspects of the alphabet, you have light within it. So you're encompassing the quality of the quantum light field. And this is significant for you to recognize. It is within your power of perception and your presence presently activated within this field. There are many aspects to these words, which is why sometimes we change the pattern of the words for you to understand the essential energy framework of the words and what words contain, the vibrational patterns within the segments of every word. So as we are focusing on this with you in this session, you will also be aware that the energy field within this station shifts and changes to allow you to perceive different aspects of what comes through this station. Remember, the station of light referred to here is also a base through which beings can enter into the earth space, and also you, as you evolve, can use it as the entranceway to the portals to the other dimensional fields of existence. There's always movement and exchange of energy and information. We continue to observe you in all of the constitutional aspects of you, and so the energy field you are presently receiving here has already adjusted some of the vibrational areas that were out of synchronization with the conscious field of the quantumness of existence of you. Everything is in accordance with a coordinated matrix of creation. So when you realize this and you place yourself within the vitality streams, then this is when you find offerings come to you in opportunities, concepts will come to you, the elements that are needed for your creations and your ongoing creation of existence in your current pattern of life. These will all come to you because it's simply coordinated in accordance with the higher frequency pattern. Remember, you are bringing all of this into the landmass that you exist on, that holds a vibration in the different parts of the planetoid, in accordance with a coordinated higher field quantum intelligence of the cosmic worlds of creation. Remembering this allows you also to bring in the streams of vitality and information necessary for the upliftment of the energy pattern of your locality on the landmass, within the landmass of the planetoid. Interpret this in what is happening around you environmentally, and in also the systems that have come into creation that are part of the entire field for the landmass, the governance, you would say. So remember, you are part of a greater council of cosmic intelligence. You are part of this simply because you are presenting yourself here. We also draw your attention to the area of the central centre within the station. You might say it's the control centre or command centre, but we do not wish to implant an idea that everything is commanded. The control centre simply allows the natural flows of the vitality necessary to come into the systems around the Earth planet. Remember, now we are speaking about the consciousness fields of the planetoid named Earth and the energetic matrix surrounding it. So you are familiar with that as well. And so all of this is part of the cosmic matrix of energy. You might say at this time that it is needing refueling, or the implementation of a higher field of correctness, correctly synchronizing the patterns, coordinated. Just as you have stepped into the coordination frequency pattern. Receiving this, you may recognize this is another part of the field of your expanded consciousness that you are recognizing and existing within. Now that you are aware of it, then you will be aware of the free-flowing patterns throughout you. This is part of the particles of light codes present, existing. And these form naturally into the vibrational frequency that you are. Remember, it's all a resonating field which changes the patterns in accordance with the coordinated frequency patterns. This is all that you are taking in this presentation. You will be aware of this, continuing the process throughout you and your life pattern and plan. And therefore, we bring you back to the awareness of being in a vast assembly space, identified as the receiving aspect of the station. And thus, this presentation is complete. Aurum out. Lani here with you again, acknowledging all of that energy and information which Aurum has presented us into. It's a field that always exists here in this station. And so it exists in your consciousness. So it's all part of the vital essence of you, of who you are, the spark of your soul, the essentialness present. Therefore, be aware of this all now as you settle back around your life system. Perhaps the information about being synchronized and coordinated makes sense to you currently. There are times when we feel fragmented, and so it needs to be coordinated again and brought back into the beautiful central consciousness that you are. So indeed, be aware of this now as you take in your next natural breath and bring your awareness back into the present moment that we are measuring daily, and enjoy this heightened awareness of you. Keep reminding yourself of the messages that you have received in this session, uniquely for you and for where you are presently living. There's a whole new world being created when we work in a coordinated fashion with the original point of creation, the cosmic intelligent field. Thank you for all of this. So this ends the session through the Omega Communications portal.